Hello. So this is a new type of video for me. For any of you who do not know, I love to crochet. It's something that I have done off and on my whole life, but I really got back into it a few years ago. I've been doing some time-lapse videos on this channel of like me drawing. I've really wanted to try making a video of crochet, but it's very different to try and record the crochet process. So I'm trying it out. I'm definitely down for feedback, but let me know. But for this particular project, I am doing a pattern that's named like the 6-Day Star Blanket. It's a pretty popular one. There's lots of other videos on it. I believe the design or the pattern creator is Betty McKnits. It's a free pattern on her blog or on YouTube. I will link that. But yeah, so this is basically my first attempt at making a crochet video, so let me know what you think. I'm also in the middle of making another crochet video. It is a tapestry blanket themed after Sunday from Honkai Star Rail, so look out for that one in the future. I'm gonna try and make that, especially if you guys show support for this video. But yeah, so for this blanket in particular, I wanted to use up scrap yarn that I have, because that's kind of the benefit to these kind of projects, right? So I had this like navy, like dark blue sparkly yarn that was kind of my, I guess, inspiration drawing into the yarn choices for this blanket. It's really thinking like star, very night sky. It's kind of blue and twinkly. That's where my brain was at. I also have this Forever Fleece finer yarn, which Forever Fleece is my favorite yarn. It's so soft and I love it so much. I don't think they make the Forever Fleece finer anymore, which is the worsted weight yarn, which makes me so upset because I love it so much and I like working in worsted weight yarn. But yeah, I also have this mandala yarn. I think it's by Lion Brand, I'm not sure. It's kind of got some like blacks and grays and then a little bit of creams to kind of match the Forever Fleece. I've got a lot of gray yarn, a lot of just random big twist. This like fuzzy Karen Cake ombre that has like a dark blue to white kind of gradient. More gray yarn, lots of gray yarn. It ends up being a very gray blanket if you'd guess. A little bit of black. I had this cotton yarn. I didn't end up deciding to use it just because I don't have very much of it and I just don't like working with Lily Sugar and Cream Cotton. But yeah, so this is kind of the yard selection I had to work with. I thought I'd use up more of it than I ended up using up, I'll be honest. But yeah, this is what we've got. I also I started this project as like a hexagon cardigan, and I was holding together the like white twinkle big twist yarn with the Forever Fleece gray and then this like charcoal color with like rainbow specks, and I'll be honest, I hate it. I hated this. It's so ugly looking, all three of these yarns together, and then you have the twinkle yarn with that like little metallic plastic strip combined with the super soft fleece yarn. It just ruins the fleece yarn. It just makes the whole thing scratchy. I hate it. But I decided to, basically I'm going to frog that project because I don't like it, and I pulled this charcoal with little rainbow flecks into this too. But yeah, that's all the yarns. So yeah. This is how far I got working on it during my class lecture. It's a Zoom lecture, so I could kind of work on it passively during it. But not too far, but it's coming along. I'm liking how it's looking. I think these yarns are gonna look cool together. Yeah, I started with a 5mm hook and I sized up to the 5.5 just because it's curling a little bit. It's pretty flat, but I don't want it to be really ruffled, so I sized up I have a 6 and a 6.5 if I need to size up more. Otherwise, I have to jump to an 8mm. But hopefully this should be fine. Yeah. So, I have no intention of trying to finish this in 6 days. Joke's on me though, because I do. Just because I don't have that much time to put towards it, and I don't know that I can work on it every day. But I'll keep track of how many days it takes me just for the fun of it. So this is my progress at the end of day 1. So I started day 2 working on it, watching some YouTube videos, just kind of relaxing and working my way into the project. So far as I'm working on it, I'm just getting so excited because I'm really loving how these colors are coming together. And anytime I have a chance to work with the Forever Fleece yarn, I get happy. So feeling that in the project and working on each row, and I've got the pattern down at this point, so I'm kind of just going for it. I don't have to like keep referring to the pattern as I check back. And yeah, I'm just watching some old Scary Game Squad videos and crocheting, and it is coming along slowly but surely. This is how far I got by the end of day 2. I'll say this mandala yarn just made me real angry. So working her through it on the second round, and it just had a factory knot, which put a harsh line between this dark tone and just really light cream tone. So that's frustrating. I have 2 skeins. I checked the center. The center of this one is also really light. So I'm hoping this one starts darker. I can just switch to the second cake and have it not be such a harsh transition, because if not, honestly, I'm just gonna undo this second row because I don't just want a harsh line like that right in the middle. Ugh. Hate factory knots. Ugh. I'm getting real scared that this cake could do the exact same thing as the other one. So, yeah. This is how far I got by the end of day 3. Not too bad. Definitely getting bigger now. I'm liking how it's turning out. So we are going strong for day 4. Been working on it in between breaks from studying for my final. You might notice, other than it just looking awesome, because I love how it's turning out, and it's gotten pretty big now, which is cool. But that blue row that I just finished was not in my initial collection of scrap yarn for the blanket. It's because it was not scrap yarn. It was yarn. Well, it is still not scrap yarn. It is yarn currently for my Sunday blanket that I have been working on concurrently to this one. So this one I will definitely finish first. Yeah. I'll show you. I stepped on plastic. I can show you. This yarn was just sitting on my desk because I was working on my Sunday blanket over there, and it just kind of stayed there when I finished with it. It was just staring at me like, hey, come on, you know you want to put me in the blanket. I look great in the blanket. Like, I know you would. I need you for the Sunday blanket. It's like, oh, come on. You don't need that much of me for the Sunday blanket. I know. So I put it in the blanket. Hopefully, because I really don't need much of it for the Sunday blanket. So I still have a good amount of it left. It didn't take up like, it took a little bit. It's fine. You know what? I have the Sunday blanket with me. I can show you how much I need for it still. One sec. Okay, here's the Sunday blanket. So, for the halo stripe, I have a stripe of 2 rows of blue double crochets. Or not double, half double. 2 rows of half double crochets on the top and bottom of this halo stripe. And the rows are 201 chains long, theoretically. Yeah, so I have 2 more of this stripe to do, which means I have 4 more total rows of 2 half double crochet stripes. It should be fine. I should have enough. I'm really hoping I don't have to buy another skein of this blue yarn, because I won't have any use for this yarn outside of these 2 blankets. So it'll just sit in my scrap yarn for who knows how long. Fine. Check in with my Sunday blanket video whenever it comes out to see if it was fine. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, it's final update from day 4. It's getting pretty big. It takes a little while to finish around, as always happens with these like infinitely expanding blankets. Oh, it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I have my lab practical exam in the morning. So I wanted to finish this last row with the blue, but did not quite get it done. That's fine. I need to sleep. I spent most of the day studying, so in 2 or 3 days, depending on which day my final falls on, I will be done with class, and I won't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, day 4, done. So this is the progress by the end of day 5. On day 6 now of the 6-day star blanket. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna have it done in 6 days, but it's getting pretty big. I don't know that I'm gonna do a whole lot more on it. We'll see. I think I have this like rainbow charcoal row that I am in the middle of. I'm probably gonna do the 2 cluster rows and a single crochet row and evaluate from there how much more I want to do on it. We'll see. Yeah, we're on to day 6. How about that? I got new yarn. I try not to buy yarn that I don't have a project in mind for, but I did. Okay, it's the Forever Fleece, which is my favorite yarn. I love this yarn. It's the like standard, it's a 6 bulky weight, which I'm not usually a big fan of like bulky weight yarn. That's what this blanket is though. It's the same size of the Forever Fleece. I hadn't seen these colors before, and I was afraid that they were gonna stop making this yarn altogether, because like stock for this yarn is always so low. Like there's a dark purple from like the original colors that I want really badly, and I found it on Amazon so maybe I'll be able to get it. But I just saw these pop up on the Joann app, and green and purple are my favorite color combination, and these soft pink, green and purple, I really like it. And I was just, my fear is always that this yarn is just going to vanish. So whenever I see it, I'm just like, well, I'll just grab it so I have it, and then if it vanishes, I have it. And that fear is justified because the Forever Fleece Finer that I have in this blanket, it's a worsted weight as opposed to the bulky. I can't find this anywhere anymore. It's not on Joann's, it's not on Amazon, nowhere. So my only assumption could just be that Burnett's not making it anymore, which is very sad because I like worsted weight yarn. But yeah, look at it. It's beautiful. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Hoard it, love it, touch it. Yep. Did you look at that? It's the end of day 6. And it's all done. Honestly, I was skeptical that I would get it finished. But I even weaved in all the ends, which is more than I can say for some blankets that I still need to weave in the ends for. I'm super happy with how it turned out. It's not like I tend to like to make my blankets really big. And it's not small, but it's also not huge queen king size blanket. But I would when I was working on it, it was really nice as a little lap blanket, and something about the star shape just makes a really good lap blanket. I don't know, I like it. That's probably what I'm going to use it for. But I'm really happy with the colors too. It's very gray, very winter night sky. I don't know, I'm stoked. I'm so happy with it. I ended it with my really soft fleecy yarn, so the edges are super soft, and the sparkly yarn isn't too I guess scratchy and uncomfortable. I'm happy. I call it mission accomplished, successful, and we did it in 6 days, which I didn't think I was gonna do. But I underestimated my own ability to obsess over a project, I guess. But yeah, that's my blanket. How about that? My first crochet video on the channel. I had so much fun making this, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching it. Let me know what worked and what didn't in the video format, and I can try and make adjustments for future crochet videos, because I hope to put more of those out on the channel. But yeah, I had so much fun. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye!